Hey there, deep divers. Today we're diving into a topic that's brimming with fascinating surprises, animal camouflage.
You've sent us a fantastic source, animalcamouflage.pdf, and let me tell you, it's opened my eyes to a whole new world of nature's ingenious tricks.
We're not talking about just blending in. We're talking about advanced strategies that deceive predators, sometimes even prey, in ways you wouldn't believe.
And the coolest part is, it's not just about the visual stuff. We're exploring how camouflage is a product of both evolution and the way different animals actually perceive their surroundings.
It's like nature's own spy game. Okay, let's unpack this. What exactly is camouflage? I mean, everyone knows a chameleon can change color, but is that all there is to it?
Camouflage, in its simplest form, is all about avoiding detection and recognition. It's about being unseen and, even when spotted, not being identified as the creature you are. Think of it like a master of disguise. It's not just about the outfit, but the whole act.
So, beyond the chameleon changing colors, what are some of the crazy camouflage tactics we're talking about?
Well, the source dives into some truly captivating examples. We have fish that mimic fallen leaves, insects disguised as bird droppings. Who'd thought?
Bird droppings. Seriously, that's next level.
Absolutely. And then there are animals with transparent bodies. It's a testament to the power of natural selection. These creatures have evolved to blend in with their environment, avoiding predators in the most unexpected ways.
It's almost like nature is constantly playing this game of hide and seek. And who knows, maybe those animals who haven't mastered these techniques are already out of the game.
Exactly. The creatures that develop these amazing camouflage abilities are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass those traits on to their offspring. It's a constant cycle of adaptation and survival.
That's pretty amazing. But what about the idea that camouflage is just about matching the background? I mean, isn't that the simplest explanation?
You're right, that's a common misconception. We'll get into that in the next part, but let's just say that simple matching is a little too simplistic. There's so much more to camouflage than meets the eye.
This is getting really intriguing. I'm eager to get into those deeper details. See you back here for part 2, Deep Divers. Welcome back, Deep Divers. We're digging deeper into this fascinating world of animal camouflage.
Now, in the last part, we talked about how it's not just about blending in, but about actively deceiving predators.
Right.
Precisely. And one of the ways animals achieve this is through a concept called crypsis.
Crypsis. Okay, that sounds a bit technical. Break it down for us.
Yeah, so think of crypsis as the art of not even being detected in the first place.
Okay.
It's about minimizing the chances of a predator even noticing you're there.
So it's not just about looking like the background, but about being almost invisible.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting, because simply matching the background isn't always enough.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more. The source mentioned something about peppered moths.
Right. The peppered moth is a classic example, even with some recent debate surrounding it. You see, during the Industrial Revolution, there was a surge in a darker morph of the moth called the carbonaria morph.
And why was that?
Well, as pollution darkened the trees, the darker moths were better camouflaged and less likely to be eaten by birds. It's a perfect example of how camouflage is driven by natural selection. Those who blend in survive.
Wow, that's evolution in action. So if just matching the background isn't always enough, what else is there?
Well, there's a strategy called disruptive coloration, which uses high contrast markings to break up an animal's outline. Think of a zebra's stripes.
Zebras. But they're black and white. How does that help them hide?
That's the beauty of it. In tall grass, those bold stripes make it incredibly difficult for predators to perceive the zebra's true form. Their outline gets lost in the pattern, making them seem like something else entirely.
So it's like their stripes create an optical illusion, confusing the predator's brain.
Exactly. And scientists have actually tested this theory using artificial prey experiments. They found that disruptive coloration significantly increases an animal's chances of survival.
Wow. So it's not just about blending in, it's about making your outline disappear. That's incredible. What other tricks does nature have up her sleeve?
Get ready for this one. We're talking about shadows and light, the art of illusion. There's a technique called countershading.
Countershading. Okay, what's that all about?
It's fascinating. Animals use countershading in a couple of ways. First, there's self-shadow concealment. Animals will have color gradients that actually cancel out their own shadows.
Wait a minute, canceling out their shadows. How is that even possible?
Think of a deer. Their underbelly is usually a lighter color than their back, right? This gradient helps to counteract the effect of sunlight hitting their back, making them appear flatter and less three-dimensional. It's like they're blending in with the ground, making them harder to spot.
It's like their own coloration is kind of tricking the predator's eyes. That's
It
mind-blowing.
is, isn't it? And then there's obliterative shading, where the animal's coloration creates the illusion of flatness, obscuring their three-dimensional form altogether.
So they're basically like becoming invisible by becoming two-dimensional. Now that's just playing with dimensions.
Precisely. And it's not just limited to deer. Many animals, especially in the ocean, use this technique to great effect.
It's amazing how these strategies have evolved over time. But our deep dive into the world of animal camouflage isn't over yet, is it? The source mentioned one last type of camouflage, masquerade. What's that all about?
Masquerade is the ultimate deception. This is where an animal doesn't just blend in. It resembles something completely uninteresting to a predator. Think of stick insects or leaf-mimicking butterflies.
Okay, those I've definitely seen in documentaries. But how do scientists actually prove that a predator has seen an animal but not recognized it as prey? It's not like they can ask the predator.
That's a great question. The source describes some fascinating experiments with twig-resembling caterpillars.
Okay.
Scientists cleverly manipulated the chicks' experience with twigs. They found that chicks who had seen normal twigs took much longer to recognize and attack the caterpillars disguised as twigs compared to chicks who hadn't seen twigs recently.
So the chicks with the twig experience had been tricked. Their brains were telling them, that's just a twig, nothing to see here, even though it was a tasty caterpillar in disguise.
Exactly, and that's how scientists were able to demonstrate the effectiveness of masquerade as a camouflage strategy.
Wow. We've covered so much ground today, from background matching to disruptive coloration, counter shading, and even masquerade. It's incredible how diverse and complex the world of animal camouflage really is, and who knew there was so much science behind it?
Absolutely. And what's even more fascinating is that we've only scratched the surface. The source primarily focused on visual camouflage. But what about the other senses?
You mean like sound or smell? Can animals use those to hide too?
That's a question worth pondering, isn't it? Think about owls with their silent flight, or animals that use scent masking to avoid detection. There's a whole other dimension to camouflage that we haven't even touched upon.
You're right. This deep dive has opened up a whole new world of questions and wonder. So to our listeners, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. You never know what hidden wonders nature has tucked away, just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for diving in with us.